After you.
Go ahead. I'll be right there.
Oh, you got a friend out here?
No, I just give me a second, okay?
So, what did Mason want?
He just had to tell me something. Actually, something kind of impressive.
Good news from Mason? I don't believe.
Yeah, from Mason. But about you. He told me that it was your little speech that you told the judge that got my mother off. I guess I shouldn't call it a little speech, but it sure impressed Mason. And for Mason to be impressed, well... Anyway,
You shouldn't have.
Well, I thought it was better than an ordinary thank you.
Oh, I'm speechless. I can't remember the last time somebody gave me flowers. It's been days. I don't know what to say.
Well, there is a customary response. I mean, being a worldly woman, I have had a lot of practice at it.
Well, enlighten me.
I mean it. I really do thank you.
Well, before I'm elevated to sainthood here, I should say, you know, it was as much to purge my own sense of guilt as it was to help your mama. I just wanted to put the whole thing behind me, behind us, for good.
I wish it could be behind us, you know. Business of her lie, her betraying Daddy, betraying all of us.
Well, you know, you could forgive her. That would be a start.
I think you know that I am not going to be able to forgive her for a long time.
Eden, listen to me.
No, I'm not going to listen to you if it's about this. You know I'm not going to change the way I feel.
Well, I'm sad to hear it.
Daddy.
Come on.
No. Go. Would you go up there, please, and come back down and tell me?
Yeah.
Hurry.
Darling, it's all right. He's fine.
Oh, thank God.
One of the monitors needed regulating or something. At least you know the beepers work.
Huh.
Hey, he's okay.
Hold me.
You want me to take you up and show you?
No, I don't want to go up there. That's what they want.
Who's they?
They. The voices I keep hearing in the dream from inside the machines. You remember I told you? Well, the dream, it was always those abstract images before, you know, but I didn't tell you this. I can see myself walking towards the machines, and I'm reaching out, and I'm always wearing that dress.
What dress?
The dress my daddy gave me, the one that he told me that I always look like an angel in, you know? I had always kept it because I wanted to wear it for him some other time, you know, to cheer him up or something. Oh, Cruz. I'm so scared.
Darling, this is only a nightmare. It's nothing more.
What if it isn't? What if it's something in my subconscious that's telling me it's the right thing to do? You know, you hear about those things about people whose dreams should become a reality.
You hear those things in asylums from crazy people. You shouldn't be thinking about stuff like that.
Well, I do think about it. I think about it all day, all night, my father's words echoing in my mind all the time. And when that beeper went off, it was almost like I was just relieved that it was just happening and that he would get his wish.
Eden, listen, you can't start drifting into this kind of train of thought.
Yes, I can.
It's not your decision to make. It's not even a decision your father could make. Yes, it's his life, and yes, he asked you to do something, but you're not in a position to do what he asked you to do.
According to who? God? Is that what we're talking about here?
We're talking about reality, not dreams. not the delirious request of a dying man. It's reality for you not to put yourself above nature.
I don't care about those things.
Eden.
You're not listening to me.
You're not listening to me. Now, what you're talking about, it's scaring me to death.
You don't think I'm scared?
You're in a very difficult situation. Everybody knows that. This is no time to be losing control.
My father's request is the reality. A decision has to be made. It is important that a decision be made.
You can't do anything about it.
Why? Because it's not legal?
Because it's not right.
Damn.
What's wrong?
Oh, never mind.
Can I help?
No. It's just that a portion of my dad's stock portfolio was supposed to be sold by a certain date, today. I wanted Kirk to do it yesterday.
Why does Kirk have to do it? Why don't you just do it yourself?
Because I can't do everything myself. Besides, he's much better at it than I am.
What's so difficult about unloading some stock?
He wanted to evaluate it first.
But you just got through saying that your father already decided it should be sold, so why should...
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to discuss this already. It's really complicated. Look, I'm sorry, but there's a pending deadline that's got to be held, and I don't know where to find Kirk.
Hello. Someone mentioned my name?
Well, there you are. I want to find out what's going on with that stock portfolio. You were supposed to have it done yesterday.
Yeah, I just need a little extra time.
For what?
A little extra thinking.
I see. Cruz, could we have a minute alone, please?
Yeah.
If you weren't going to take care of this, you should have placed a call to me immediately.
Well, I just decided to come in person instead. One of those stocks, I think it was 10,000 shares of Newman Toxic Waste Disposal. Yeah, that shouldn't be sold.
Look, it was my father's wish that everything on that list be sold. You have no right to stand in the way.
Eden, Newman is sitting on the verge of a major technological breakthrough, which is supposed to be announced today. So I just decided to put aside that decision until we've heard something about this breakthrough. Look, the insiders are telling me that this thing is going to jump 10 points. Well, I'll tell you what, they are wrong. This thing is going as high as 80.
You're missing the point.
Am I? Well, profit's the only point. It's just like that oil lease that you want to renew.
The Valley Field.
Yes.
I wanted you to have that signed a week ago.
No, look, that field's a wash. It hasn't produced anything significant in 3 years. Here is your chance to dump it and save the company a bundle.
Okay, now you've had your say, Mr. Cranston. Now it is time for me to have mine. My father wanted everything on that list sold. He wanted those stocks sold, and they will be sold. As far as the land is concerned, that was the first place that my father discovered oil. There is no way that we are going to desert that field.
Eden, your father's a businessman. He would do whatever is profitable.
And how do you know that? Did you ever meet him?
No, I haven't, but he is too successful to be sentimental. And you're too smart to be standing in the way of decisions like this. Look, Capital Enterprises is big, but here's its chance to be huge.
Under the right leadership, is that what you're saying?
Well, you know I'm right. If you had any sense, you'd admit it.
Of all the arrogant, I could fire you right here on the spot.
Well, with the amount of money that you're paying me, it really isn't worth anything to me. So that's hardly a threat, my dear. Look, the fact is, you need me, Eden Capwell. You need me, and not just as an advisor anymore. You need me as a major force in this company's future. Look, up until now, I have been content to advise you. But now, I don't know. I think I want to start calling some of the shots around here. So I'll tell you what. I've already taken the liberty of having a contract put together between you and me. Yes, and I'm bringing it over this afternoon for your signature.
Mr. Cranston, you are going to get nothing from me except your last check. We were working on a day-to-day basis where you can consider today your last day. What is it that you find so funny?
No, I'm just amused when somebody threatens me. That threatens me, that's all. I mean, more times than not, it comes out of their insecurities. It has nothing to do with real animosity.
I want you to get out of here.
All right. Well, I'll have those papers around here about 4.
You're wasting your time.
Don't be foolish, Eden. You can't afford it. Well, she's all yours, Lieutenant.
It's Inspector.
Yeah, of course it is.
That man is impossible.
Well, so get rid of him already.
I would if I could, but I need him too much. Did you get that? And if that's Kirk, I went out the back way.
Your food's gonna get cold.
Lost my appetite.
Oh, come on, Eden.
Look, I can't help it, all right? I just can't understand why a man can be so arrogant. Just because he's got an MBA from Harvard doesn't mean everything he's saying comes directly from the burning bush, you know? He's charming, he's intelligent, he's a hard worker, but there's more than that.
There is?
Yeah, a little compassion, maybe.
Well, so fire him already. I thought it was decided.
There's a problem.
Obviously, there's a problem. You've been ranting and raving about him all afternoon, which makes me think that getting rid of the guy would be a pretty good solution.
Look, I would love to get rid of him, but I need him too much.
What, you're going to spend all day assassinating the guy's character and then tell me how much you need him?
Well, I can't help it. He's always right.
Nobody is always right.
All right, so he's wrong less than the normal average person. But he's very good at what he does, and he's great at what he does. The only problem is he knows it. I mean, he just thinks that I can't run this company, and maybe rightly so, without him.
Darling, I gotta believe there are plenty of other people out there every bit as talented.
Yeah, well, I can't spend my time looking for them right now. I mean, what do you think? I mean, honestly, what's your honest opinion about this whole situation?
Well, I think that Kirk is probably very competent, but I wouldn't trust him any farther than I could throw him.
Now, why?
Just a gut feeler. I'm not telling you not to hire him, but if you do, don't give him too much rein.
Choke me on it.
You see, he may understand business, but it's obvious he doesn't understand this family. Now, one thing you could say about Jack, see, Jack understood the family. That made him a good advisor, but this kid, you know, he's got a lot to learn.
Unfortunately, I think I've got even more to learn.
Well, it's your decision.
Yep. Either I hire him and I look over my shoulder the whole time, or I don't hire him and I hurt Dad's company. Some choice.
All you have to do is make it.
You've got to be kidding. After the way you spoke to me, if you were the last gardener on earth, I wouldn't have you cut my grass. Take it and leave. That's not a suggestion, that's a request.
I was just wondering, what about that stock? Have you sold it?
As soon as I get on the phone with the stockbrokers, it'll be sold.
And the oil lease?
Waiting for my signature.
So in other words, you've just gone ahead and gone against all my advice. Is that
That's about
correct?
the size of it, yes.
Yeah. Well, Eden, lesson number one. You don't hire advisors if you don't want advice.
Well, you're fired.
Wait, fired?
Mm-hmm. You can pick up your last check. Our relationship is hereby terminated, Mr. Cranston.
No, wait a minute. You can't fire me. You know you can't. What about the hotel merger? What about the Walton Hotel? What about everything that I've done for you? Hey, I mean, who are you going to get to run this company around here now? What, you and Rosa? And Cruz here could advise you, right? Yeah, perfect. An ex-cop advisor. I mean, I just pray you don't run into anything more complex than the Miranda decision around here.
Okay, pal, that's
Hey, look, you just stay out of this.
It's such a drag hearing you talk to the lady.
You know what?
Voice.
This is a business matter. This has nothing to do with you, friend.
I can handle this. Look, there are a lot of talented people out there, Mr. Cranston. I can have you replaced in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but there's no one out there like me. And lady, you can't handle anything because you need me desperately. Why don't you just admit it?
The door is over there, Mr. Cranston. I suggest you use it.
Okay, I'll go. But first, a prediction, huh? 24 hours from now, I'm going to be receiving a telephone call. And you are going to be on the other end of that phone begging to have me come back and work for you. And you are going to be begging to sign this contract. 24 hours.
Not in 24 hours, Mr. Cranston. Not in 24 years. Not in a lifetime. Now, Cruz, would you show Mr. Cranston the door, please?
No, that's all right. I know where the door is. Eden, I'll be waiting for that call.
What are you doing?
Putting a call into the stockbroker to sell that stock. I'm running this company. It's about time I should start acting like it. Yes, I want to sell all of it. It was my father's wish that all of it be sold. No, I do not want to hear about Newman toxic waste. I am aware of the situation. If you don't want to sell the stock for Capital Enterprise, we will just get another stockbroker.
Sir, excuse me. This is Kirk Cranston on the Capital Extension.
Yes, whatever it is that Miss Capel is about to unload, I'd like to pick up the exact
Amount of that? No, price is not an issue
issue here. No, just you buy it tomorrow and contact me at the Capel Hotel Suite.
Thank you kindly.
This is outrageous.
No, Eden, I think it's what they call free enterprise.
I thought I asked you to leave.
Well, when I heard who you were calling, I decided to save the 20 cents.
And prove your point?
A small one, but yes, you're wrong.
What? You don't... You know, I abide by C.C. Capital's wishes. Despite his condition, he is still head of this family, and he is still head of this company, Mr. Cranston. You are forgetting that.
No, I'll tell you what. If he knew what was going on and whether you were selling the stock, he never would have let it go.
You don't seem to listen to me, do you?
No, I've heard every word you've said. I'm afraid it's just you that's not listening at this point, Eden. And I'm going to show you how costly a closed mind can be in business.
No, you're not. You're done, pal, and now you're gonna go away.
Eden.
He is only doing what I requested of him. Now, if you don't want Cruz to throw you out, I suggest you leave.
No, really. I mean, the last thing I want is to get beat up by this guy. I mean, look at the rippling muscles in this dude, huh? I mean, he must work out. Hey, look, I'm going. Good. I haven't finished this, Eden. Not by a long shot. You've got 24 hours.
What do you think it is? Pure guts or pure stupidity?
I don't know. A little of both, I'd say. So I see. Thanks for nothing, man.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'm just not having a lot of luck.
About Nick's brother, Dylan?
Yeah. Now that I'm not one of the boys anymore, nobody at headquarters wants to talk to me. The weird thing is I can't get answers from any of the state agencies either. It's like all the channels are closed suddenly.
Well, you must have known that was going to happen when you quit.
Well, I didn't think I'd need to use them. It's kind of frustrating.
Is it frustrating enough for you to swallow your pride and go ask for your badge back?
You know, Dylan's a good kid. I met him a couple times, 10 years ago or so. He and Nick are real tight. Hate to see him in trouble like this.
You know something? You do everything for your friends, for everybody else but yourself.
I know that Nick has had enough things go wrong in his life, and he doesn't need a bunch of grief over his little brother right now.
Hey, pay attention to me. Oh, here you are. We were looking for you. Oh, yes, what is it? I've, gotta get out of here.
Eden?
Please.
Yeah, sure, come on.
What's wrong?
Here you go, darling. You look so pale. Oh, Eden, your hands are trembling.
I'm okay. I'm all right. Just didn't have much to eat today, that's all.
Darling, don't you think your mother should know about this?
About what?
Nothing. It doesn't concern you.
Please, if there's something I could help you
No,
with.
you can't help me with it. And I wish you hadn't brought it up.
Please tell me, are you sick?
No, I'm not sick. Just keep having a dream, that's all.
A dream?
About Daddy.
She's had the same dream several times now about him.
What kind of a dream?
I don't want to talk about it, Mother.
Eden, I know you're upset, but don't take it out on her.
Do you remember when Daddy told us that he didn't want to linger if he got this sick?
Eden, I'll never forget that.
Well, I keep having dreams where I'm walking into his room and I hear these voices, and these voices are, I don't know if they're mine or they're somebody else's, but they're telling me to end it. They're telling me to just let him die. It is the hardest thing in the world knowing that Daddy didn't want to be hooked up to those machines, and he is. He begged me to take him off if it got to this. And I am just scared of what I might do, that's all.
Oh, my darling. Listen to me, baby. Dreams, nightmares can be very vivid.
I know
but
that. I'm not a child. I just don't know how to get rid of them, that's all.
What you do is you face up to them. You face up to the truth that you could never, ever in real life do anything like that, whether he asked you to or not.
I don't know that. How do I know what's right?
Eden, you do. You know exactly what is right and what is wrong.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm tired of thinking about it.
All right? Baby, I haven't even had the chance to thank you for helping me with the judge, helping with my case. I'm so grateful to you and to Mason, both.
It wasn't Mason and it wasn't me that helped you out. It was Cruz.
Oh, come on. I didn't do that much.
Yes, you did. And she should know it. It was what Cruz said to the judge that got you off. Not me, not Mason, not anybody else.
Really?
I made a little speech. It was as much for myself as it was for you, really. I just wanted to put this whole ugly business to rest once and for all. You see, I never wanted you to be prosecuted, Sophia. I always knew it was an accident. I figured this might be my last chance to make that clear, so I did. We were just lucky to have a judge who listened.
I don't know how to thank you. Well, I'm just getting one wonderful son-in-law. I know that.
Thank you. You know, maybe you should stay away from your dad's room for now. I gotta tell you, I don't like what happens when you go in there.
I can't run away from it. I have to deal with it.
Maybe you should deal with it when you're in better shape.
I know what you want. I know you think that I'm just going to come through all this. And I'm going to get over the feeling that it was my father's right to be able to decide what he wanted to do with his life.
No, it's just that your father has never been the kind of guy to give up, even when the going got tough. And I honestly don't think that he'd want to give up now. I mean, it's not as if his situation is hopeless.
What if the doctors say you're wrong? What if the doctors say he will never regain consciousness? Then would you agree with me that it was all right to do what Daddy asked of me?
No. Miracles have been known to happen.
While he lies there and he suffers.
Eden, if you pull that plug, you think you're ever going to get a good night's sleep again? Huh? You think about that?
I really don't know.
Capwell residence?
Cruz, is that you?
Yeah, who's this?
This is Danny. Cruz, listen, I need to see you. I've got some trouble, and I need your help.
What kind of trouble?
Well, I'd rather tell you when I see you. Are you tied up, or can I meet you at the beach bar?
When?
It's 4:20 now, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, okay. No problem, man. I'll see you there.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
It's important.
All right.
I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, okay. No problem, man. I'll see you there.
Adios.
Bye.
What's wrong?
Oh, that was Danny Andrade. He wants me to meet him down at the beach bar. He's got some trouble.
Want me to come with you?
No, you got enough trouble of your own. You don't need to go looking for more.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I think he wants to be some kind of one-on-one, man-on-man kind of thing. So I'll be back soon.
Okay, be careful.
Okay. You too.
Oh, Eden, if you're going up to see your father, I can save you a trip.
How generous of you. How can you do that?
Well, by telling you he's no better, nothing's changed. I don't think anything ever will. I know you want to pull the plug on Cece, and I agree with you. I think it's the only humane thing to do.
How would you know what is humane and what isn't humane? You don't have an unselfish bone in your body, Gina. You just want my father out of the way so he won't wake up one morning and divorce you.
Oh, you're upset. I understand. I don't blame you for what you're saying.
Don't be tolerant with me. You'll get yours when my father wakes up.
You know, I probably would. But everybody knows he's not going to wake up. You have to adjust to that.
My
Eden.
father is going to get better, Gina. He is going to get better, and he is going to put this house in order.
Well, of course, we all pray for that. But if he doesn't, you're going to have to make a very difficult decision whether or not to do the humane thing. And I know that's very difficult, but it has to be done. So you better start preparing yourself for it.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I've got to check on your father. Okay. What happened?
I don't know. I just got here.
My beeper went off. Did you touch anything around the bed?
Oh, no, heavens, no. I'd be afraid to.
Is he all right? Yes. Is he all right? Yes, he's fine. And everything seems to be functioning normally. Can't imagine what happened. I guess it's just a false alarm. Oh, look, I am really sorry you've been so worried.
It's just happened twice in the past day. I don't understand that.
This must be very confusing to you, huh, Cece? But don't you worry. You'll find out what I'm up to soon enough. Just be patient.